people, here we go. Always use your discernment, as I like to say. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, I'm Whitney Moon. If you are new, hello. And if you are returning, welcome back. Ooh. Okay, just gonna get a little rouge on my lips here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so as I was talking about on, I don't know what day, last day I was live, I was talking about doing the 7 deadly sins. And I've been doing them, okay? And they're coming through like a motherfucker. I just did pride. The lady in the bed, you know, cut off your face or call for help. I did wrath, Detective Mills and his gun. Okay, there's greed, did a little greed. That's from Pan's Labyrinth, though, obviously. And then we did lust. We got lust there with the stripper pole. And then we do have envy that I've got in this deck as well. Oh, look at that. Baby carriage. It's a little Rosemary's Baby as well, which I really liked. Okay, so we got the sins coming up. We only got 5 so far, so we're working at it. Okay, so far I'm having so much fun doing them. Oh my gosh, I'm like blueprinting them, which I've never done before. I've never traced out something before and then not traced out, but like drew something out with pencil and then put it on. And like, oh, there's a jumping spider. Aw. This little jumping spider was just about to jump in my room, but I thought it was a fly, so I kicked it away. Sorry, little buddy. Oh, there he is. Come back. I fucking love spiders so much. Okay. Here we go. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Hello. Welcome, whoever's there. Okay. Ooh, it's getting hot as fuck where I live. I don't know why. What's the first message? Thank you. Greed. I told you. They want to come out so bad. I knew that was another one. Pride. Greed and pride just came out. Seeking advice about you. Fucking so bright, man. Chill out, son. Chill. There, that's way better. Greed, pride, and seeking advice about you. Heavy blockages on the bottom. With revenge. Why? Unjustifiable, plotted, schemed. Oh my God, why? Why? What the fuck? Okay, now I'm getting this song. It's called Missing by Everything But the Girl. Okay, Capricorn, 4th house, Saturn. Cancer energy, 4th house. Double Capricorn. Fuck you. That is double Capricorn. Limitations, reserve, reality. I feel like this is somebody you're dealing with that like is getting a fucking reality check. Like they're getting a reality check. they fucking plotted against you. They did this. They put such heavy blockages in front of you, Chiron energy, so they wouldn't let you heal. Okay, so I feel like somebody you're dealing with wanted to keep you in pride energy, which means basically, I like the way that 7 describes pride, it's a lot of like vanity, right? She can't stand to be ugly. She'll do anything possible to stay beautiful in the eyes of the public. Okay, then be disfigured and be able to call for help. Okay, so she chooses her looks over everything. And then Spirit got me to draw this camera up above her bed, which in the movie, she doesn't have a camera above her bed. But I drew one. It's almost like she's, that would be like the, the people that have cameras in their house all the time going, especially in their bedrooms, right? Like, people need to see me having sex with my wife, or they need to see my beautiful body as I lay in bed. It's like, it's like, it's left ear, which means it's nasty energy. Okay, it's like the most private times of your life. Why are you involving other people? It's embarrassing. M&M bar is embarrassing. Okay, so this is embarrassing on somebody's part, because I feel like with Greed, Pan's Labyrinth, I watched this last night. I watched Pan's Labyrinth, and like there's a few Capitan Vidal. I was gonna do him for pride, to be honest, because he said it, he says in the movie, "Oh, you found my weakness, pride," because he doesn't see women. Okay, he sees men and their manhood planet. I'm a man and I'm so great and I'm victorious, and you women are in the house fucking baking, and fuck you. You can suck on that shit and suck my dick when I get home because you're a fucking woman and you're a bitch. And like, it's so unhealthy. It's not even funny. He bothers me, which, I mean, it's a horror movie. It's not supposed to be a good movie, but it just goes to show what males do to themselves, what they do to themselves, okay, is like, oh my God, insane. But with the creepy guy, when she goes and does one of her tasks from the Book of Crossroads, and she meets the creepy guy, she's told not to touch anything. Okay, she's told not to touch anything. Okay, the Capitan has everything she could possibly need, but yet she still grabs something. She still goes for something, but she's a kid. Okay, she needs to realize that you're not allowed to just take what you want. There are rules. Okay, and the whole point of these tests is to prove if she still has her essence attached to her, or if she's become human, okay, which is unattached, robotic, let's get pissed drunk every night, fuck our feelings, fuck our families, we're men, we're great, okay, those women wouldn't survive without us, like that very demeaning talk and behavior. Okay, I feel like somebody tried to do to you. Okay, as if you were the greedy one, as if you took things that you weren't supposed to, as if your vanity led you astray. Like, you only think about your looks and you only think about drugs and how to maintain what you have without any pain. It's so unjustifiable. Literally what I looked at, it's so, look at this word right here. Unjustifiable. Okay, it's so unjustifiable. It's not even fucking funny. This is ridiculous. And then they're talking behind your back. They could be like getting fucking tarot card readings and shit on you. They want to know if you know everything about them. Fucking right you do. You knew before they even did anything. Okay, do you know what they're doing or what they did in the past? Did you pass grade 1? Pretty sure you did. So pretty sure you know exactly what they fucking did. This is like, making spaghetti sauce. This is like the easiest fucking recipe in the book. I mean, that's like one of the things you're taught in high school how to make because it's easy. Okay, intimidating the witness. There it is. It's written in the stars. So your enemies are getting ass fucked. That's what I just heard. This reading, this live is gonna get so fucking shadowed now because I just said that. Oh well, I'm used to my readings getting blocked anyway, so like I give a fuck. Okay, so your enemies are getting ass fucked, okay, and they deserve it because they've been fucking, they've been bending people over left, right, and center. Now they're getting bent over, and you know what happens when they get bent over. They're going to start a fucking war, okay? Because you can't bend them over. Yeah, right. What's that guy do to Capitan? He says, all he says is, if my father's telling the truth, sir, he's telling the truth. Fucking Capitan kills him. You can't even step in front of these people without saying something that's justifiable in your mind because they're trying to fuck you. And then because you speak out of line? Where are we? Okay, where are we? Speak out of line. Jesus Christ. PTSD, no wonder. Speak out of line. Who? I don't need to ask the questions. I just need to channel the message. Stalking you. Chiron energy again. I'm telling you, there is so much that you're supposed to heal in your life. There's envy. And there are things that you are probably healing. Okay, you probably are healing a lot of your addictions and a lot of the vanity that you did have, and a lot of, not it doesn't necessarily have to be vanity, but a lot of like open book kind of thing, like you're only looking at the cover. Fuck you, if I'm going to open up the book, I already know the book. Okay, that I think a lot of that has like died down in collective. Okay, because we've been noticing that we're kind of getting played on a few things, being told that something maybe shouldn't, maybe should be overlooked, and it shouldn't be overlooked, but somebody's saying you deserve to be overlooked when you don't. Okay, so this talking behind your back thing, when you walked away, it changed everything. Calling the authorities. What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? What are they going to call what are they going to do? Call the cops on for what? For what? Because you're not vain anymore like them? Like, because you're not greedy? I don't understand. Call the cops. Oh my God. My third eye the other day played this fucking, I don't know where fucking dialogue came from. I don't know. This lady fucking calling the cops about somebody and saying, they're harassing my business. They won't leave me alone. And the cops are like, are they calling you all day? No. Are they around your business all day? No. Well, what are they doing? Oh, they put some bad reviews up. Bad reviews? I don't even know what that means. Bad reviews where? On Yelp? On Twitter? On fucking Tinder? Where'd they bad review you? And why the fuck do you think you can call the cops on a bad review? Honestly, it was insane. The cop hung up and laughed. I mean, he did a laugh out loud on the phone with her, and she did not find that impressive. But it was really like, listen, we got like murders to deal with, and like invasions and drug dealing going on. And we're not going to go to somebody's house who gave you a couple of bad reviews, lady. Get over it. But again, it's that, they could have given you the worst service in the world, but how dare you say anything about it? That's that fucking pride shit. You can't say anything about what they're doing. Okay, they're going to fucking call the cops. They're going to call their husbands. They're going to call their friends. Oh my God, somebody just fucking said that I'm this and I'm that. Can you believe it? Okay, well, people are allowed to call you names. Okay, there's Tracker. So they've been trying to track you in some way. Okay, like your healing, your progress. Are you still going to rehab? Are you still going to meetings? Are you still going to therapy? Are you still doing everything you need to do? And it's like, what the fuck, you're checking up on me? Like, what are you, my parole officer? What the fuck is this? What is this? In trouble with money. Clearing. Stable. Office manager. Who is this? Some fucking manager? Is there a fucking manager? You're a manager? Intimidating the witness as a manager? Oh, you better back yourself up there, darling. Irish. They sound Irish. They sound like an Irish prick, to be honest. They're Irish in any way. Oh, there's German. German, Irish, throw them all in the fucking stew. Jesus Christ. Shocking, painful attack. Family. Direction, narcissist. Caution, off guard. Oh, good God. Twisted up in your shit. There's Asia. Oh, now it's getting any bigger. Asian sensation. Okay, there's virgin. There's Canadian. Canadian, eh? Cult members. And straight to the heart. Okay. Like, okay. Calm down, everybody. Here we go. Like, this fucking person, for one, is a premature ejaculator. Okay, for one. Okay, way to fucking one pump chump and then you're done, son. Okay, so this person is no wonder you got at their pride. You got at their pride. Like, you might even be a virgin. You might not have sex at all. And this person thinks that sex is like, oh my God, runs the world. And you're like, honey. The second you realize how wrong that question is, wow. They're going to get a reality check straight to the heart, written in the stars. This was... I mean, I just got to say, universe wants you to know when you cry, the universe cries. Okay? When people upset you, it's not just like, oh, you're being a dramatic little fucking pussy. No, when you cry, it's for a reason. Okay? And whatever this is, whatever these people did, however way their greed siphoned off of you, okay, whatever accusations they put out about your pride and about how you felt about yourself and blah, 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 okay, all of that shit, okay, it's the only reason why they're putting that shit out to the public is because they want to intimidate you with it. They don't want you saying anything to them. They don't want you standing up for themselves, for yourself, okay? They want you to just shut up, go into your room, and not even realize that they're even talking about you, okay, because your energy is too big for them. It's too loud. It's too... You know, 10 of Cups means something to you, okay? They just would take a 10 of Cups and hide behind it so then they can be a drug dealer, okay? Like, that's what they would do with it. You would cherish it. They would hide behind it. You would protect it. They'll throw it out to the enemy, okay? That's what people do when they're greedy. They ain't doing anything for anybody else. They're doing it because they're greedy. And I remember calling I got this weed license back in the day for my back and stuff. And I was allowed to grow 147 plants all by myself. Okay, that's what the doctor in BC said. He basically wanted me having plants grown all year round so that I could have pain relief all day long, basically. Because like back in the day when I had my license, I used to make butter. I used to make so many things for myself to relieve the pain. It wasn't just, I want to smoke weed all day. You know, it was, I got to use this. I got to figure out a way to end my pain with this because they're telling me I can do this with weed and I don't want to do it with pills anymore. So I'm going to try it this way. And I got him this license so that he could grow it all. 147 plants. Okay, regardless if that's an all stage, 147 plants. Are you fucking kidding me? Going all the time, whether some are in germination, whether some are mothers, whether some are harvest, you know, doesn't fucking matter. 147 plants is a lot of fucking marijuana plants, okay? That's an entire little factory, okay? This motherfucker would give me $2,000 every 3 months. He's supposed to be giving me a pound of weed a month. That's what my license said. I was allowed a pound a month. And if I didn't use that pound, if I didn't want to cook with it or put tea in it, then I could just bring it over to the next month. The motherfucker would give me 1 ounce and then $2,000 every 3 months for my license because he said I wasn't allowed to have that much weed. That's what the doctor said. And then he changed the rules. That's not what it means, Whitney. It doesn't mean 147 plants all the time, Whitney. That's not what it means. But did he actually explain it to me? No. Did the doctor explain it to me? Yeah. This motherfucker ripped me off, okay, made made a mountain out of this little tiny molehill of mine, okay, and bankrupted us afterwards. Bankrupted us. And I remember sitting there and being like, who the fuck? Looked at him and I said to him, I go, you can be as greedy as you want with your money. I said, but don't fucking touch mine. Motherfucker almost punched me in the face. 6'4", I'm so tough. I'm a big tough man. Okay, I can do whatever I want. I'm greedy as fucking. He was already banging some other bitch behind my fucking sister's back. He bought 2 houses behind my sister's back. Okay, they were married. She got him out of rehab. Okay, she fucking did everything for him, and then he bankrupts her. He takes all the money away from her and blames it on me, by the way. Oh, now it's all your sister's fault. Fuck your sister. Your sister's trying to get money out of me and I don't have it. Well, he's buying another house. Okay, he had 4 businesses going when he bankrupted my sister, saying he didn't have. Oh my God, he was supposed to pay her out 1 house, however much that meant, okay, an alimony for 10 fucking years. He paid her shit for 1 year, kicked her out, stole the house, and fucking never talked to her since. Do you think my family helped her? No. She pleaded with my father to help her. She pleaded with my mother to help her. That she knew this divorce was fucking her. Nobody helped her. Everybody slammed the door because they all wanted to be on his side because he had more money and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now she's completely fucking desperate and they're all like, well, what we supposed to, everyone's going to have their little fucking opinions about what she should have been doing when she was married, blah, blah, blah. And when it comes down to it, this motherfucker, because he's a criminal, okay, all he did was replace opiates and alcohol with money, gambling. Here we go. I was going to gamble my dick away. I'm going to gamble all my money away because that's all I can do now because now I'm addicted. He played those slots on his fucking phone all day. I mean, motherfucker was addicted to everything because he wasn't all of a sudden taking pills. Okay, he didn't do the program. He didn't go to fucking like actual, what do you call those AA meetings and shit. He didn't follow up with any fucking therapist. He jumped into money and fucked everybody around him. Call that a good person because he's sober? Fuck that. He was better when he was doing drugs. He was better when he was an alcohol because at least he wasn't fucking everybody then. He was fucking himself. Okay, he got clean. He dropped this one demon and picked up another one. Oh, yeah, great. Oh, his mom. Oh, so proud of him. So proud. Yeah, proud of him for fucking people over. Proud of him, protecting his legacy of bad checks, bullshit, and fucking banter. Literally, that guy can fucking talk his way out of anything because it's all mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and then he puts his big chest out, puff a little chest out, fucking puts his long fucking Tony pony hair down. Oh, with his fucking, oh my God, the guy looks like a fucking crackhead, fucking old man that's been living on the streets for 100 years. I'm pretty sure his baby mama has left him now because he's bankrupts everybody. He fucks over everybody. He grew up in this town and fucked everybody. I think he's got one friend left. Okay, and this whole time I'm thinking like, how is it that the people that choose to fuck over other people end up on the top of the fucking hill? I don't get it. And then how do they stay up there? I don't understand. Like, is there still more people he can fuck over? Is his baby mama that fucking stupid that he's supposedly making money the right way when all he does is sell illegal drugs behind fucking closed doors? That's why he's got so many businesses. These businesses don't produce any money. They're not making any money. He's got a candy store. Nobody's ever there. Making money, my ass. Okay, so whatever these people are, they're greedy. They are greedy. Everything they're looking at, everything they're touching, they want everything. Okay, do you think you can go in and touch anything? No, because that's all their stuff. They told you can't touch it, right? Well, then you better fucking back your shit. Like, oh, so much threat, so much Capricorn energy. Like, fucking blow me. Honestly, this is such, like, it's so, ugh, it's like fascist, like, oh yeah, here we go. Like, we're just gonna measure everything by like what your bank account says, because apparently what his bank account says is negative. He's got credit, and that's it. Okay, my bank account has money, and I got credit. Okay, like, want to act like, oh, and then one day he comes fucking into the house before he divorced my sister and stole everything. And talks about how dumb the dealership is that he just walked in and got this truck, signed this $10,000 loan or whatever for $1,500 down. He's like, fucking idiots, talking about this dealership, calling them all idiots. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, can you get the fuck out of this house talking about everybody's idiots for signing fucking contracts with you? Yeah, they dumb. Signing fucking contracts with you. Honestly, this motherfucker, he came into my sister's dreams last night. She was so angry. And one of my friends came into my dreams from like high school. And I thought, what the fuck are you doing in my dreams? I haven't talked to you for 20 years. People come in your dreams, be careful. Okay, especially people you haven't seen in a while. They're coming up in your dreams. Like, be careful because they're instigating something. They're trying to fuck with you in some way, right? And then they'll try to get to you in dream state, and it's typical. It's so typical of a fucking covert narcissist that tries to hide in the background, but yet is so out in the open, you know, still trying to control, still trying to do whatever they want. It's so exhausting. Like, I am just hot right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've got like upper lip sweat. I'm just sweating. This energy, it just made me sweat profusely from my whole body. And I kind of know that that's not really a good sign for collective. It's a good sign for me because I don't want to hold on to any of this energy, but it's a bad sign for collective that, you know, there's a bunch of fucking assholes going around out there using, you know, collective's energy to try to get rich. Okay. And it's so disgusting that you actually physically will notice that their life, whoever this is, their life just doesn't make sense. There's too much, you know, because that's what greed does. You know, you start to acquire just way too much because that's what it's telling you. It wants you to have a lot of shit in your house so that you can concentrate on buying all the shit and not living. Right? It knows what it's doing. These sins know what they do to people, and it's your job as a grounded individual to keep those sins away from you, to keep that, you know, essence away from you, to not allow it in you, because if it takes over you, these sins, you're done, son. You're fucking done. You're just going to end up passing one sin for another and then one demon for another. It's always going to be a fucking toss around with you. Like, do you really want that? Probably not. Probably not, son. Ding! Okay. You're gonna have to give me 1 second. I'm having a fucking heat flash right now. What's going on, Danny? Oh, for sure. I knew what he was doing. Even my own mother knew what he was doing. But she lived in New Brunswick, and she couldn't really say anything about what he was doing. But there was always a lot of, what the heck? What the heck? What is he saying? What is he doing? And I'm like, he's not saying anything. That's how you know somebody who's lying to you, because they'll keep telling you that you don't understand something, but yet they're not really gonna explain it to you. You know, they're just gonna say that you don't understand something, and it's, yeah, I'm not gonna understand something that you're refusing to help me understand. Like, you're not defining something, so then I don't know what you're talking about for a reason. Like, it used to be so fucking weird. Like, you know when somebody's conning you because they don't tell you what they're doing. It's just, you don't understand, you won't understand. Oh, little girl like you wouldn't understand what us possible men are doing in the real world. Ugh. You know, every man I know is fucking impotent, fucking loser. Fucking, I'm going to live off my wife. I'm going to wait for my wife to take me back, or I'm just going to wait for some girl to ask me out. I'm going to date a 17-year-old. Like, those are the fucking idiots in my life. Or I'm going to date somebody with 1,700 kids and then pop out a couple more with them, but yet I'm a racist fucking prick. Like, my rap sheet, you want to know why I've been single for so long? It ain't that hard to figure out. It is slim pickings when you're up here on the top. Not wanting to pick any of those fucking dying minnows up that need some mommy help. Ugh. I am nobody's mommy. Okay? I am nobody's fucking mommy. And you shouldn't be either. Don't be somebody's fucking mother. I'm sorry, you can do your own goddamn laundry. I'm gonna start this shit again. I mean, I love doing laundry and cooking. But there's a time and a place. Okay. So we have curse here. If you're wondering why I keep stretching, it's my back. Having a really hard time with my back right now. Okay, so we have curse, 7-day curse, animal instincts and trap, get out. Somebody can't get out of something. Maybe they can't get out of a curse. Maybe they keep trying, but their instincts aren't kicking in on how to do it, how to get out of it. Fire is all in reverse. Dinner. I feel like somebody's losing their fire, their instincts. They're losing their... Like, not everybody has, like, a blood family. Some people have makeshift families, friends, coworkers, people that they've acquired over the past, stuff like that. I feel like they've lost everything, you know? Like, they can't get out of it. It's like they're trapped with these monsters, and they can't get out of it. These monsters are doing something to their intuition, so then they can't properly reach their intuition. So they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. Their intuition's being used against them to help the bad people. What? Maybe they're like gaslighting. They could be taking over people's personal readings. They could be taking over this reading right now, wanting to get information, even though they've got no fucking business being here. Cross watchers, stuff like that. Just doing it to get information about other people. Not doing it to help themselves at all. It's just, what's this person doing? What's that person doing? Is this person still trapped with that person? Like, they're stopping you from doing what you want to do. Somehow. Like, you can't see it. You can't see that this could be like, I don't know, some type of manipulation or something. Where it's like family, you know, manipulating you, and like you don't know because they're your family, and your family says that they love you and that they care about you. So why wouldn't you believe them when they say something? It's like you want to go to Harvard, become a doctor, and they're like, you can't go to school. You're an animal. You're never going to get let in. You're going to get trapped there. You just stay here with us. Stay in this town and stay at the job that you're at. And, you know, this is like somebody doesn't want somebody to advance in life. They want them to stay controlled. Like in fear that something is going to happen to them. They want to take all of their control away from them. They want to decide when collective dies. They want to decide what collective does. They want to decide where they can go and where they can't go. They want to make all the decisions for you. Okay, there's Freddie. I split the deck. And remember I said about the dreams? Have I talked about dreams yet? There's the other side, poltergeist. These people are fucking with you in your dreams. They're trying to lure you in. And then that's the thing, is they might be coming through a specific way in your dreams. And then when you see them in real life, you're like, oh, you were in my dreams last night. But you're not realizing what they're doing in your dreams. They're fucking with you in your dreams. And you think that this person is your friend. These people are your friends, but they're trying to take you somewhere. They're trying to like kidnap you. They don't want you going somewhere. They don't want you getting out. They don't want you to get out. And like, it's funny, on the bottom of the deck is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I mean, there are so many that have been done now, but when you go back to like the originals, all right, like one of the originals that I watched had that chick in it who's married to Justin Timberlake. Whoever the fuck, whatever her name is, that was one of the first Texas Chainsaws that I ever saw. Okay, so this ain't even my desk. Yeah, that guy from Seven. He's the twisted dad cop. Okay, and that big woman. Okay, so that's the first one I ever watched. And they hold them hostage. They like pin them down. You know, they force them, and then they kill them all. I mean, this could be this one, to be honest, because she kind of looks like him, and like that kind of looks like this one could be the original. I don't know though for sure. I don't know for sure, but like, so that's ironic, because it seems like, you know, that's a bunch of hillbilly fucks. Okay, trickster. Like, they're trying to trick you. Like, these people are not for you. Now I'm getting that other movie, House of a Thousand Corpses. You know, that fucked up family? It's like that. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody's fucked up someone's got a fucked up family. Like, you don't want to go in there. Okay, and that's the other side. That's that poltergeist energy. They're going to lure you in somehow. Ew, it's like ew, I'm getting something really fucking gross. And like, I don't know if I should say it or not, but at this point, I think this video is so red flagged I couldn't hurt anybody. I feel like this would be the kind of arrangement. Like, if you were this young guy, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Get Out. Okay, but if you were that guy, okay, the family, that, again, that's a twisted family, right? But it would be like you're allowed to, like, fuck the daughter and the mom kind of thing. And then, like, the other sister will come out and be like, hey, yeah, you want to do me too? We can have, like, a threesome. It's so creepy. Ew, it's so creepy. And this guy's just like, no? As if it sounds like the best thing ever. Like, you're just allowed to fuck whoever you want in this, you know, good-looking family or whatever. And then it's like, ew! Ew, 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 ew. I'm completely grossed out, officially. Okay, this movie comes up surprisingly quite a bit, because I feel like it's going to haunt my life forever. It's a movie called Red State, by Kevin Smith. Jay and Silent Bob, Kevin Smith. It is so fucked up. It starts off with these two kids that think they're going to go and hook up with this woman. Okay. And they meet her in her trailer. Okay. And she has them a couple of beers. And then all of a sudden they wake up and they're in dog cages. And that's all I'm going to say. It kind of turns into like a little bit of a Waco kind of thing by the end. Oh my God. It is. Actually, you know what? I should watch it as a grown-up, because I watched it when it first came out. My sister made me go to the screening of it. And I was young. Like, I wasn't like a baby or anything. I was like in my 20s, but I didn't have the same mentality as what I do now. You know, like, I wasn't where I am now then. I was still very like, you know, let's go watch Halloween and, you know, go to the bar and get dressed up. I was still in that stage of my life. So when I watched it, it was very like, that was one of the first movies where I saw like real life. And my sister likes those kind of real life movies. And there are some really good ones, I have to say, that are actual true films. Like, just absolutely couldn't have captured anything better, but it's captured so well that it's terrifying to think, because it is real. Okay, so I don't know what somebody needs to know about somebody's twisted fucking family, okay? But just know that you might think to yourself, oh, this seems, especially if they have some type of property, like a big chunk of property with like possibly, I don't know, like a butcher shop is even going to get away even more, okay? If they got a butcher shop, you're fucked. Get the fuck out of there. Run, okay? But it could be like a homestead or something. They might have everybody living there, And actually, yesterday, this is true. Yesterday, Spirit pointed out this house that I drive by quite a bit, but I've been going to this new butcher shop. That's the creepy part, okay? I've been going to this new butcher shop, and Spirit made me notice yesterday because I was by myself driving, and they go, look at this house. So I turned to the right, and it was a double garage in the middle, and then a house on one side and a house on the other, but it was all shingled the same, right? So it looked like this huge house, but then you realize, no. One's got one house there, and then the other's got this house. So it was obviously originally two houses kind of close together that they bought and kind of transformed it all, because there's even two driveways. So you can tell these people put two properties together, right? But I'm just saying, this would be like the twisted up, fucked up version in the reading than what I saw in real life. But somebody's got some type of weird ass homestead they got to look at. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is this? What are you talking about, Danny? Whitney, can you look on your people in chat and find out who it is? What are you talking about? Not sure what you're talking about, Danny. I don't see anything on my screen unless you're seeing something that I cannot see, or you're writing me code. I'm not sure what you mean. But anyways, fucked up reading. Be careful out there. There's the devil. He always comes out when something's fucked up. So, I don't know, maybe you're going to meet somebody, okay, and they're going to be like, come to my house. Honestly, dating is so fucked up because there are so many fucked up people out there. But, like, my only piece of advice to anybody is to always have your car there. Honestly. Especially with the first few dates, like, always have your vehicle with you. Always. If they say, oh, we're going to take a drive somewhere, okay, I'll follow you, right? Like, if you drive. If you don't drive, I would recommend always telling somebody where you are and then turning your GPS on so then they can see where you are all the time. Like, have a friend watch your back, okay? Because dating is fucked, and you could get taken somewhere or get, like, he's got a motorcycle or something. He's like, oh, jump on, we'll go for a ride out to the farm. You go for a ride out that farm, you may not come back. Oh, I was just saying hypothetically. I don't know who the fuck's in the chat, to be honest. I can't. Oh, is that what you're asking? If I can see who's in the chat? We can't see who's in the chat. I don't think we can anyways. No. I have no idea. Unless you say something, unless you talk, I have no idea that you're there. I wouldn't even know that you were there. Yeah, right. I think that'd be insane if we had to see everybody coming and going. Like, because, I know they do that on Instagram. They will say, like, so-and-so is now here, but they don't do that for YouTube. Which, I mean, I think that's a good privacy thing. I don't think, you need to know who is in the live with you, right? They just let us know how many people are there, but they don't let us know who everybody is. I wish I had that power. I always thought that. I was like, I wondered if people thought that I could see if they went on the chat. And, well, if they're watching this, they will know we cannot see you. We cannot see you. That's just way too high of technology for YouTube. Clearly. I haven't used this deck for a while, so brush it off here. Macabre tarot, the Death tarot. See if anything resonates, all right? Let's see what we got here. The Rigid and the Ten of Crystals, both in reverse. Ooh, somebody's confused. Somebody's very, very confused. That's the Emperor on what to do about something. They're all up in their head. You know, I think they're all up in their head because, okay, so I feel like somebody has got, yeah, Magician. But it's Magician in reverse, okay, with the Four of Cups. Okay, so somebody has something to say to you, okay, but they're having a hard time saying it. Okay, they're having a hard time finding the words. And they're having a hard time finding a way to talk to you as well. Okay, they don't know how, they haven't been quite guided to speak to you yet. So they haven't said anything. And I feel like this person, I think they have a lot to give. And they don't know how to start, maybe. And this song has been playing in my head all day. It's called Teddy Bear by Highly Suspect. And I'm not sure if both girls are ignoring these guys. And one guy's definitely texting somebody and he just wants a response. And the other guy has been watching what the other one's been doing online. I don't know if either one of them. No, because they say, I want to be your teddy bear. So I'm like, do they even want to get back together with these bitches? I think obviously they do. That would be the reason for wanting to be somebody's teddy bear, aka squeeze toy. Okay, snuggle buddy. Okay. We're getting further into the message here. One message at a time, please. Okay. So I feel like this person they want you around. They just don't know how to make that happen. They don't know what to give you because they have so many things that they can give you. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, they're having a hard time with their throat chakra. They don't know what to say. 9 of Swords in reverse. They don't seem to be worried about it, though. They're not upset. They're not up all night. Okay, I think you have possibly, yeah, 6 of Swords in reverse. Like, you stunted somebody. Like, somebody can't move on from you. I don't know. I don't think they know you. I think you stopped somebody dead in their tracks. Just like with truth. Truth bomb, dead in their tracks. And they don't know what to say back to you. You got all this truth. They don't even know what to fucking say. So there's the Ace of Wands. They're gonna figure out something. There's the Moon, or that's the Sun, sorry. And then the King of Pentacles. Okay, so they don't know it, but they actually have to use their money. They're thinking that money is not, see this card? They're thinking that money is not what they have to use, but they actually do. Okay, they actually do. They got to get smarter. And then, because it's probably one of those situations that they say, well, money can't buy the situation, but money can get you there. Okay? It can get you. It gets you I heard moped. I don't know if someone's got a moped. It gets you the moped. Okay. It gets you to the moped that you buy. But once you get on that moped, you got to drive it to this. Okay. That's the thing. Maybe they're going to pick you up in a moped. Do those things fit 2 people? I don't know. Maybe they're going to put a basket on the back for you. Okay. And they're just going to come pick you up. I don't know. Maybe they're not seeing it that way. Okay. But then the Sun, they're going to realize once the Sun comes out, okay, I got to use money. That's the way I've got to do this. 10 of Swords. I know they're overthinking something. Okay. They don't realize that they have to work a little bit harder than they're trying. Okay. again, because the money doesn't compensate for less work being done. The money is what's going to allow them to get the work done. Okay. It would be like me doing this. Okay. Me doing these readings. I have to pay to have the internet or I can't do this. Okay. But once I pay for the internet, it's me that has to go online and do the readings. Okay. This is an analogy. Okay. Doesn't necessarily have to be like anything I just said, minus what I just said about YouTube. I have to buy the Wi-Fi, but I'm the one that has to drive the moped, AKA do the reading online. No one's going to do that for me. Just because I'm paying for the internet, it doesn't just automatically say that your channel succeeds. It ain't doing any work for me. It's not going to pull the cards for me. Oh my God. I thought somebody just broke into my apartment. Oh my God. Holy shit. I've been a little bit like uppity for the last couple days. My heart just dropped. I was like, my sister's at work. Nobody should be opening that door. But it wasn't, I don't even know what made that sound. That's so weird. Anyways, I don't know. It's maybe that's the analogy. Somebody's just going to finally get up and do something. They're just going to finally do it. Right? Because, and you know, that's funny. The very, 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 very first time I did a YouTube channel, which was like 10 years ago now, my very first one, I was so nervous about starting it. And I was like, well, what am I going to say? How am I going to start? What am I going to, blah, you know? And then I just sat down, I turned the camera on, and I started talking. It wasn't as difficult as what I was making it. I was making it like I had to have this script written down, you know, but that's not tarot. You have a script written down with tarot, you're doing something wrong, okay? There shouldn't be anything read from a script, right? But I didn't know what I had to say. And it was weird because I'm very charismatic person. I'm very chit-chatty. I can make people feel very, very comfortable very quickly. Okay, that's one of my many talents on earth. Okay, is making people feel comfortable. And how do you make people feel comfortable? Well, the only way to feel comfortable in a very awkward situation is to speak, is to talk. Make them laugh. Tell a fucking joke. Okay, honestly, I was in the worst possible situation this one time. My friend came with me to fucking deal with everything, and she told me a joke in the most inappropriate setting, and it saved my life. And I feel like it cut the energy in the whole room. You know, because everybody needed to hear a joke. And it wasn't a joke. It was just a story that she took a lot of X-Lax and had this guy come over and then she passed out on the toilet. See, like, I can't not tell it without laughing. It's the best story ever. If you knew my cousin, she is so funny. She should have been a stand-up comedian. Just, it's the way she delivers things. Because she's so just honest about what happens to her. And the entire room laughed. And it was so awkward. Because they shouldn't have been listening, but it was kind of a quiet room, you know? And you kind of hear everybody. And it was like the best thing possible. Okay, it's just sometimes you just don't know where to start. Maybe that's what it is. Don't know where to start. But they can't move on. Okay, this is the truth. And like sometimes it's bringing that truth forward. It's just starting, right? We get all this like, you know, we get worried of like, are we going to stutter or, you know, misspell something or look like an idiot in front of everybody? Like, that's like me every day. Okay, I do stupid shit in public all the time. I dropped a loaf of bread in the middle of the fucking intersection yesterday, and I was like trying to pick it up. Oh my God, I look like an idiot. And you know, I hope I made somebody laugh because I made myself laugh. That's for sure. Okay, life is what you make it. And you got to realize there's a lot more sunshine out there than just being mad and wondering what to say. You know, when you like sit there trying to figure out what to say, buddy, you could lose like fucking 10 years on twisting up your words and shit because that's somebody's demon. You know, you got to starve that demon by talking more because it wants you to be quiet. It doesn't want you to say anything. It's It's going to say that you're weird. No one's going to like you. Who's going to watch you? I don't know. Slain. I don't know. Locksmith. I don't know. Joshua Jackson. I don't know. Anybody, bitch. I know you're not going to fucking watch. What? Because one person out of 8 billion doesn't want to watch you, so they think nobody will? You know, it just sucks that, like, so many people were just not taught how to fight back, you know, and not like with your fists or nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying violence, you know, equals violence, but I'm saying, like, fight back, like, speak up. You know, like, your voice is just as fucking powerful as anybody else's. And you have just as much of a right to say what you want to say as anybody else. And who gives a fuck if people don't like you? Guess what? That's life. Not everyone's going to like you. If you concentrate on the ones who don't like you, then you'll never find the ones who do like you. Because you'll be concentrating on, nobody likes me. Get a dog or something, okay? They'll like you. Look at that. 10 of Swords on that just came out with the Ace of Wands. Still, again, after all that shuffling on the bottom of the deck. It's like they just have to stop overthinking everything and just do something. Ignite it. Like a flint. Just throw it. Fire it. Boom. Bonfire. Look at that. 9 of Crystals. Look what she's doing. Look at that long-ass, nasty fucking tongue coming out. Speak. 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 Speak up. There's the Moon. Someone's got a lot of feelings, I feel like, hiding from you. And it sucks because, you know, like, they're losing time. You know, they're holding themselves back. And that sucks because you know that's childhood shit. That's childhood trauma. That's people always holding them back, you know, and then never doing anything about it. And then, you know, crying at the end of the day because these people, you know, they hear these things or they think that they can't do something. Like, you think you can't do something, then, like, you're already starting off with, like, a pessimistic point of view. Like, what do you mean you can't do something? Like, unless it's, like, physically impossible, then if you physically impossibly can't do it, then, you know, don't mourn it. Like, it can't be done. It can't be done. Fucking move on. Don't do that to yourself. I don't have no legs, so I can't walk the boardwalk. Well, no. Don't make unrealistic fucking journeys for yourself, right? And then get angry when it doesn't work because it just normally wouldn't. You know, like, it's just like, put yourself in a better category than just beat all the odds all the time. Like, that's exhausting. You gotta at least do something every now and then where you just know you're gonna kill it. First place, bitches. And then go back to, you know, trying so hard at things you don't know. I mean, do things you don't know and come in last place as much as possible because winning isn't everything. It's how you play the fucking game. It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. That's been coming up recently, like, a lot. I don't really know why. I even forget what movie that I have that is in. I mean, I'm sure it's been said in a lot of movies, but I have a movie where they say it. Is it Southpaw? It could be Southpaw. I don't know. Anyways. I am phenomenal. I can't not sing that song when I think it's Southpaw. That can piss me off. I bought this DVD player. Of course, I bought it at Walmart, and it was a piece of shit. So I had to take it back, and you know, you can take things back that you've had for years. And I left my Southpaw fucking DVD in it. And I went back to get it, and they were like, what Southpaw DVD? I'm like, you fucking would say that, you fucking crook. Open up the goddamn DVD player. There's a fucking Southpaw cassette in there, and I want it back. Fucking motherfuckers. Dirty. This probably going to trump it. Ooh, 1 hour on the dot. Excusez-moi. I just got this Dave Matthews song called Crash. You know that song? Crash into me now. I come undone. Oh, I haven't heard that song in so long. Fucking Dave Matthews. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you're dealing with somebody right now that is about to break up with somebody. And I'm pretty sure they know you or they've been watching you, but I don't know if you like know each other, or if you're just like acquaintances or like you've seen each other around town or something like that. But it seems like they're about to break up with somebody. And like they have to do it. This person is dangerous. And, you know, so if you think like, oh, would you break up with them for me? No. They broke up with this person because they were crazy. They might have already had to call 911 on them before. I'm just getting a lot of blood. Blood everywhere. I don't know. Somebody could have got hurt. Okay. And it was from this person. So they know they have to get out. Okay. So the thing is if this makes sense to you, I take what resonates. If you meet somebody or somebody calls you from the past and is like, hey, you want to meet up? Blah, blah, blah. And have a drink with me or something. Just know, for one, they might have a crazy ex that comes out of nowhere and just knows where you are all the time because they're following this person around. That's for somebody. What I'm getting is you might find out about this person's ex right away because they might like try to warn you, you know, like not to like freak you out or anything. And they might not tell you too much because they don't want to freak you out. Okay. They might just say, listen, my ex is kind of like an idiot. We have idiot here twice. So they might say like they're a little bit of an idiot. They don't really think before they act. Okay, so if you get like a weird phone call or like somebody shows up here and like throws eggs all over your car or something, it's just my ex. They might tell you something. I don't know. Maybe they egg people. I don't know. I see throwing of eggs. I don't know what that means. But twist of events is that they got out of it. Okay, that's a twist of events. I don't think that they actually thought they were going to be able to get out of this. And they did. Okay, and they end up meeting up with you, and it is right place, right time. Whether or not they see you online again, that to them is serendipity because they haven't found you for a long time. Okay, they haven't spoken to you for a long time. Okay, so finding you was exactly what they needed at the right time because of this twist of events in their life. They decided to give themselves life, and by giving themselves life, it removes this narcissistic partner from them immediately, which gives them an open opportunity. Now, I'm also getting, they might need you to stay quiet. Okay, this might be something where they say, okay, if we start dating, like, listen, you can't talk about it. You can't put it online. You can't say anything about it. It has to be quiet. Because if they find out, they just don't want anything to happen to you. If they've already called 911, it's a pretty good, in their mind, I don't think they fuck around. So it's already a pretty good sign that something bad could happen to you. So they're not going to advertise you, right? Because that's going to piss this person off. Okay, so if they say something like that, trust them. All right, like trust them, especially in the beginning of relationships. There is no real need to like be speaking about it anyways. It puts a lot of pressure on relationships to even talk about them in the beginning. So it's almost kind of good to keep this thing under wraps if this does resonate. Okay, anything, keep everything under wraps from now on. Okay. Oh, I almost feel like sometimes think that you have a stalker and just keep your shit quiet. Unless it's something that you want to advertise, it's something that you want to put up, then do it. But when this comes to your personal life, I feel like there are too many people that put up too much shit already as it is. Okay, that exploits them in ways they don't even understand. Okay, they're exploiting their children, they're exploiting themselves. Okay, and I don't really think a lot of people care. Okay, when it comes down to it, but I feel like you would, and I feel like cherish this, because if you don't, if you exploit it, if you let it out, if you act like you can now use this situation and throw it in people's faces, you will lose it. Okay, you will lose it. This person, I don't feel like will be able to tolerate something like that because they already have had some fucked up shit happen as it is. They will not want more. Disease. Yeah, like they have a very sick ex. Okay, I don't know if this person is actually sick as in they need to go to the hospital all the time, or sick as in the head. Okay, like crazy. Okay, a little bit more eccentric than your average bitch. Okay, and then with thief, I feel like this person has stolen from them already. They might have broken into their house. They might have, taken things from them already. This person, they're in a tight situation with this person. Okay, marijuana leaf. There really is no peace between these two. Okay, so that's why it's like, if you really want to know, okay, if this is the situation, if you really want to know, then you can ask them and they'll tell you everything. Okay, that's the thing. But if you don't really want to know everything, then don't ask until you're ready, because once they open up about this fucking person, and oh my God, stumbling towards ecstasy. Thank you. There's a Sarah McLachlan song about this stalker that she had, and he wrote her a note and she turned it into a song. Okay, it's about, or is it possession? Anyways, it's about him holding her down and taking her last breath. Okay, that's actually a letter that one of her stalker fans wrote her. Actually sued her in the end because that was his words. I don't know if he won or not. I don't know who won that battle, if Stalker or Sarah won. But anyways, I'm getting that. Okay, like they might write them letters about things they want to do to them, and you can take my breath away. Oh man, this reminds me. I was watching one of these new shows. Well, it's new to me. It's called Handsome Devils. And it was like the second episode or something. It's a vampire one. And this guy at like 16 is like drinking blood. Okay. And he's a vampire and he gets this little cult and shit. And he makes these people fucking do things for him. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Okay. It's fucked up. I don't know, man. This person could have like sucked on their blood or something and got their blood inside of them. I don't know. That's why it's like, if you really want to know, then ask. But if you don't really want to know, then don't just be like, well, what happened? Just to be a dick. Because you're going to find out what happened. And then you're going to be like, I can't unknow that. And no, you can't. Once you know it forever. And it doesn't go away. Okay? So people got some fucking skeletons up in their closet about how fucking crazy people are. Okay, and how many people they told to back off and leave them alone, and they might have had, honestly, I feel like they might have had a few stalkers, like pretty bad. Not only this one, but like in the past as well. Maybe people go crazy over them in some way, So, and again, I'm looking at this narcissist card where I feel like a lot of people that this person hooks up with are narcissists, and they think that they're a narcissist too, and they're not. They just have a really bad, they just don't pick the best people. They just seem to pick energies that maybe they were a narcissist in the past. They were very obnoxious, very one-sided. Everything was, their way or the highway. And maybe now they're not that way, right? So, I don't know. Take it if it resonates. And I'm going to peace out. What are we at? Woo, 110.46. That was a pretty fast reading. That was pretty fast. And Moon, again, hidden intentions. Be careful, okay? Everybody just be careful, okay? Don't go run into the front of the line just because there's a break in the crowd, okay? Why is there a break in the crowd? All right, why is something just suddenly available? Is it broken? Was it returned? Is it malfunctioned, okay? That's what I find with so many people that... especially with like Instagram, you see those people in those little videos, they did jump to their death and shit. I watched this lady, she was taking one of those ice baths or whatever at night in like Russia or something like that. Okay, good job already. And she like jumps in on an angle and dies, never comes back. And she was so excited, they were filming her. Oh, we're filming you. Oh, you're awesome. Dies. I feel like people get too excited about things and they don't look at the threat beforehand. Sometimes you gotta think about things. You gotta plan things out. Like, don't just go running again to something without doing your homework. Do a little investigation sometimes. Honestly, you will thank yourself for it, okay? You will thank yourself for every piece of information you get about something before you go there, because any information is power. All right? Information is power. So, I'm going to go, children. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope this was great. It was great for me. All right? And I'll be back when I'm back. I'll be here when I'm here. Thank you, Danny. You're the bomb. Peace out, everybody, and thank you for liking this video. Happy Sunday.